Self-compassion is one of those things that sounds simple, but can feel surprisingly hard to practice. Most of us are much kinder to other people than we are to ourselves. If a friend was struggling, you probably offer support, understanding, and encouragement. But when it's you making a mistake or falling short, that inner voice often sounds more like criticism than compassion. Psychologist Kristin Neff has spent years researching self-compassion, and her work really changed how many people understand emotional resilience. She defines self-compassion as treating yourself with the same care and understanding you would offer someone you love. Not letting yourself off the hook, not pretending everything is fine. Just responding to your own suffering in a more supportive and human way. According to Neff, self-compassion has three main parts. The first is self-kindness instead of self-judgment. So rather than saying, oh, I'm terrible at this, or I should have handled that better, you might say, this is kind of hard right now, or I'm doing the best that I can. That small shift matters more than we realize, because many people think being hard on themselves keeps them motivated. But research actually shows the opposite. Harsh self-criticism tends to increase anxiety, shame, and burnout. The second part is common humanity. This means remembering that struggle is part of being human. You are not the only person who feels insecure, overwhelmed, disappointed, or lost sometimes. And honestly, I think this part is incredibly important right now because so many people feel isolated in their suffering. We look around and assume everyone else has it all together. Meanwhile, most people are quietly carrying something difficult. The third part is mindfulness. Not suppressing pain, not dramatizing it either. Just noticing what's happening without immediately attacking yourself for it. Something like, okay, I'm feeling anxious, disappointed, overwhelmed. Simple awareness without piling shame on top. And this is where self-compassion becomes powerful. Because when we stop fighting ourselves internally, we often have more energy to actually cope, change, grow, and move forward. Self-compassion is not weakness. It's emotional regulation. It's resilience. It's creating enough internal safety to stay present during those hard moments instead of collapsing into self-criticism. And for highly sensitive people especially, this can make all the difference. Sensitive people often notice everything, including their own mistakes, emotions, and shortcomings. Learning self-compassion can often soften that inner pressure. One practice Kristin Neff recommends is simply asking yourself, what would I say to someone right now that I love? And then trying to offer a small piece of that same kindness to yourself. Not perfectly, because that's not a thing, and not all at once. Just a little bit more than before, because the way we speak to ourselves